Crystal, I'm 2 minutes early and you're still the first. You're like me when Brandy does card pulls. Hi, Emily. Hey, Deb. Hi, Mom. I can't accept your request to be in the video, though. Hi, Adita. Whew. Can you tell us, like, ready to go here? I'm sitting here like, 2 minutes, who cares? I'm just going to press play. How's everybody hanging in there? So good. Hey, Jean. Hi, Johanna. Hey, Nancy. I know. Happy end of July. I feel like today is the day we should be lighting fireworks. Bye, July. Hey, Denise. Awesome. Hey, Lori. Hi, Shelly. I have a new mug. How beautiful is this? This mug is by a local chick, Danny. Um, Earth Love by Danny on Etsy. You can find her on Instagram too. I'm not sure if she has Facebook, but doesn't she make the most beautiful mugs? I have another one too. I'm sure you've seen it, but this one feels so perfect for today because it's nice and bright and shiny. Hi, Rachel. Sandra, welcome to Restoration. I saw your membership come through this morning. Super excited to have you here. You picked a good time. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Sherry. Hey, Jen. Hi, Rose. Yeah, so today's the last day to get into restoration for August. After today, I'm closing up registration, and you guys will get your video updates over the weekend. Like probably Sunday. It's been such a crazy week, and I'm very, very tired because I have been receiving messages in my sleep, which is not very restful. It's super exciting, but not very restful. So, hey, Susie. Hey, Christine. All right. So we have a lot on tap this morning. Clearly, we have August's energy update to dig into. We also need to talk about the full moon coming up in the sign of Aquarius. We also need to talk about the Lionsgate portal, which is going to be on the 8th. August is always the Lionsgate portal, so this is not a new thing for this year. But everything happening this year is very amplified. It's almost like this year has a bunch of Herkimers around it or something. Perhaps it does. But we need to talk about all of these things, and we absolutely shall. We're not going to dig into the full moon energy too much today because we'll get into that in depth on Monday. But it's important to note, and so I guess I'll start there, that this full moon in Aquarius is pretty timely to be in the sign of Aquarius because it's moving us into a new way of being, okay? So as you know, when we move into full moon energy, we're looking at what we are going to be releasing. And this time, we're releasing everything that no longer resonates with the old way of being so that we're lighter and we can move up into the new way of being that is coming in fast, hot, and furious. So, whew. Hey, Carrie. I always call you Carissa. Do you like being called Carrie? I didn't see all these either. I'm sorry. Hey, Margaret. Hi, Elena. So this full moon, I mean, I say this every time there's a full moon this year, but it's a big one because it's not just about releasing things in your life necessarily anymore. It's like releasing things in your life that are preventing you from moving into the way things are going to be. Like the things still dragging you back into that old paradigm. So maybe think about that a little bit over the weekend if you would like to. But we're also going to talk about this. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Carrie. Hi, guys. I know I popped off early this morning. We're also going to talk about this Lionsgate. And I've got cards to pull, of course. But you'll be interested to know that I think this is the first energy update for a month that I will not have a card pull from my tarot deck because it's not one to play with me anymore. Like, I can't even find it, which is bananas, because not that I'm the most organized person, but I keep all the cards in one room. But it's not here. But we are going to be pulling from a new deck that I have not really worked with a lot. It's Crystal Medicine Oracle. So along with the Divine Animals Oracle. And I'll tell you why. Crystal energy is coming in big ways. Always has been here, but many more people are waking up to working with crystals. And they are here to support us and help us. They're magical tools from the earth and from star beings and from our higher selves and from our past selves to assist us in moving into this new earth energy. So they're popping up now with their energy and wanting to help us. So all of you guys who have been coming over here and like eyeing the Herkimers and buying the Herkimers and then having to put them in Tupperware and like all that stuff, that's what's happening. They're coming up and they want to work with you. So I thought it was pretty fitting that the Crystal Medicine Oracle deck wanted to come in for August. Hi Lisa, hi Danielle, hey Connie, and okay, hi Carissa. So that's that. All right, let's get cracking. I'm going to start by telling you about this dream I had last night. Okay? I had this dream where I was viewing an older group of couples on what seemed like a vacation, and they were in a place like Spain. And I was watching as this one older man, and I think everybody was at like maybe in their mid-60s, let's say. I was watching, he went to the balcony, he sat down, and he was observing the view around him. And there is like that bright fuchsia, those bright fuchsia tropical flowers coming off of the balcony, and the air was really warm and like scented by the flowers and a little bit of the sea air. There was water and greenery. It was breathtakingly beautiful. And he had a very hard face, but he began to kind of cry, like tears began to come down his face. And his wife was watching him. And I could feel both of their emotions. It was one of those weird dreams. And she felt herself fall in love with him again for the first time. And at the same time, he fell in love with being alive for the first time. And it was just like, you know? And here's what I'm taking from that, the message of that dream. We're about to go through some chaos, and there's no easy way to explain that away. You know, like it's going to be some bullshit, and it's going to be difficult, and it's going to have a lot of moments where we feel very defeated and exhausted. But on the other side of that, I see us falling in love again with ourselves and with our earth the way that we were meant to. We were meant to feel just like that man felt, just looking out on what is there for us to see and feeling that deep connection, so heartfelt that it makes you feel those tears just start to come out, and feeling that love for what is around you. And when you feel that love for what is around you, people can't help but fall in love with you too, right? So remember that as we move into August, that what's coming right now is necessary clearing for that, because that is coming. That's there. And I know that you guys have been feeling it because I know so many of you have been doing the things where you go and you find that beauty, even if there's small pockets of time in your week where you go outside and you're just like, God, how is it possible that this tree right here is so beautiful? And you just feel so overwhelmed with love for that tree. You're doing that. You're tapping in. That's new earth energy, okay? It is not some mystical, far off thing. It's here now, and you are tapping into it every time you feel that connection to the elements around you that have always been here and have always been here waiting for you to see them and to love them. So every time you tap in, you are bringing that new earth frequency in and up. So just remember that. It's not a complicated thing, and it's all around you all the time. So we have this here to help us get through. And then on the other side, it's basically like our Garden of Eden, right? Where we're coming back. You know, we're all like the prodigal sons coming back and saying like, hey, let's do this better. So keep that in mind, because whew, boy, fire coming in. So we're starting off August with this full moon. Good thing, we have a lot of stuff to release. July was stupid, and I blame that entirely on the two new moons and cancers, and it just generally being cancer season. So now we're done with that. So we can just release July. If that's what you release on Monday, good. See you later. Peace out. We don't need you. But we learned a lot of things in July. So don't forget the things you learned. But we need to be out of that energy. So we're starting with this big full moon in Aquarius. Big new energy coming in, moving us into the new place, okay? If you're struggling to hold on to old things, that's going to feel pretty shitty. So just be aware of that. So if you start to feel pretty shitty next week, look at the things you're holding on to that are not supposed to be coming with you, because that's being like torn like this. That's what that feeling is. And I understand that letting go is scary and really sucks, but I think it sucks more to be like drawn and quartered. So think about that this weekend. Food for thought. The other thing happening is the Lionsgate portal. And I have a buddy. Her name is Angie Witzel. And if you want to learn more about Sirius and the star beings and all of that stuff, I highly suggest you go find her and check in there. I will link her page and everything, but she's got a wealth of information on Sirius and star beings. That's not my place of expertise at all. But I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Lionsgate portal, which happens every year on the 8th of August. So this isn't a new thing, which I think I've said already. But this year, it's like a bigger deal. And I'll tell you one in a second. But I'm going to read to you a little bit about Lionsgate portal. Every year, on and around the 8th day of the 8th month of the year, there's a cosmic alignment called the Lion's Gate wave. The Lion's Gate is a time of increased cosmic energy flowing between the physical and spiritual realms. The Lion's Gate has ties to ancient Egypt and for thousands of years has been observed and honored as a time of great energetic influx and activation. This gateway is marked by an alignment between the Earth and the star Sirius. As the star Sirius rises in the sky, Orion's belt directly aligns with the Pyramid of Giza, and from our perspective on Earth, it appears that Sirius, the brightest star we can see, comes closer to the Earth. The star Sirius is twice the size of our sun and 26 times brighter. It is a Sirius, and this is like, as in serious, source of spiritual light on the inner planes. Sirius represents abundance and fertility. This alignment is called the Lion's Gate because it occurs when the sun is in the astrological sign of Leo. As a zodiac sign, Leo is associated with the heart center and represents the individualized expression of the divine. The Leo energy is the perfect stage to anchor the ascension codes and energies of higher consciousness broadcast through the star Sirius and through the great central sun. When this alignment happens, there is an intense surge of light which awakens DNA, activates the human energy field, and transmits high vibrational frequencies and codes of awakening. Light codes of ascension, mastery, and evolution from Sirius pour toward Earth, sometimes called the spiritual sun, aligning yet another level of activation and opportunity for progression on the ascension path. The Lion's Gateway energy is all about more fully awakening your divine light and embodying divinity within a physical form. The Leo energy that we're all experiencing, even if you're not a Leo, is associated with royalty. And so this alignment can be seen as awakening the royal codes of higher living, which are available for all. This gateway creates an incredible period of accelerated ascension. Okay, so the timing of it is pretty amazing. Why am I so dark like that? And what this is basically giving us the opportunity to do is supercharge ourselves and like jump up into this new frequency. Again, that's why this big full moon on Monday is so important, so that we release some of the heavy stuff so we can really move up into that energy. We're already having our DNA upgraded. We're already having light codes coming in and really changing our beings. That's why this week leading up to this full moon has been so intense, like so intense, one day after the other, after the other, after the other. I know some of you are having a very hard week because it just seems like a relentless force of things, boom, 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 and they seem to get higher and higher and higher. And you have to wonder, right, at some point, like, will I just explode? I don't think so, but I don't know. So that's what's happening with the Lionsgate portal. What do you want to do during a Lionsgate portal? It depends. Perhaps you would like to meditate and open up to really receive those light codes. Perhaps you'd like to take some crystals and put them outside to really capture the energy of this Lionsgate portal. Whatever feels right to you. And I'm sure, I said I'll link Angie's stuff. Maybe she'll have some great meditations or something for it. But it's a big energy boost, and we're really going to need it because August is, the way that I'm seeing it, August is like stepping through a doorway into the next place. And we're already at a point of no return, but moving through this doorway, it's like, it's on. The time is now. There's no later. There's no putting stuff off anymore. I'm sure you've noticed that because I've tried to put some stuff off and I haven't been able to. So if you've been trying to like save something for later, like, no, I'll get to that later, and it has not been able to happen, that's why, because there is no later. There's only now. So big, 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 big energy. So with that said, let's jump into some cards. We're going to get our animal energy for the month of August and whatever crystal situation is about to happen here. So let's start with the crystal. This is a very cool deck, and I'm kind of excited to start using it. It's the only deck I've ever had that has circular cards. So, and of course, as always, I will post this in the Restoration Facebook thingy. Whew. Whoa. All right. Let's grab an animal one while we're at it. We're getting to my favorite time of the month, honestly, because I love to see what animal cards you guys get for your personal readings. I feel like you're, yeah, okay. I hear you. Okay. Well, this is no surprise. Okay, so before I tell you what the cards are, I just want to tell you guys that in pretty much every session I've had with people lately, there's been very strong angel presence. Angels have been coming through and really working with people. So this is no surprise that the crystal card we have is the Angels and Spirit Guides card. And the crystal is called Angelite. I'm not overly familiar with Angelite, but I feel like it's a bluish color, but I could be wrong. But let's see what this handy dandy book has to say about it. And this is number 2, in case you're a numbers person. All right, so angels and spirit guides, upper world, okay, Angelite. Ooh. Have you been praying for guidance? Are you feeling lost and not sure which direction to take? Have you asked for healing and are not sure what to do? Have you sensed a presence around you and are not sure who it is? Please know that your angels and guides are currently with you more than ever, and they have your back so much. They are constantly sharing their love and wisdom, and it's time for you to slow down, tune in, and feel their nurturing presence and to hear their wishes of love. These powerful beings are a higher aspect of yourself, so open up to this powerful wisdom of your own soul and higher self. Make sure to make some time in meditation to connect deeply to this energy and know that your prayers are being answered and you are never alone. All right, so I will basically post the rest of this in the group because it's a lot of interesting information. Angelite, the crystal, aids your connection to the higher realms, acts as a conduit to receive messages from your angels. It also assists in receiving healings from the angelic realms. And I'm also getting that you can use something called opalite and amethyst. This is not helpful. You're like showing me the things and I have to find the name. So opalite, amethyst, and I'll have to tell you what the other one is when I can figure it out. But if you can't get your hands on Angelite, opalite, amethyst are 2 very good ones to connect with this energy as well. And as always, you can use a clear quartz crystal to do all of these things. So, but some crystals just have a certain resonance and vibration that connects with these energies in such a beautiful and special way. So you can get your hands on some. Totally do it. Okay, so I'll send that to you guys, angels and spirit guides. And our animal card for this month is grounding. Thanks, guys. I want to also note to you that while you see pyramids in the back, those are not Egyptian pyramids. Those are Mayan temples. So big Mayan energy this month, okay? And the armadillo is all about boundaries, protecting your energy, and grounding in. When I keep saying to you guys that like boundaries are going to save your life, I literally mean that this month. So tighten up on your boundary situation. Tighten up on the energy that you're receiving and putting out, okay? Because you need all of your energy in. Something I like to do every day when I have the presence of mind to do so is simply to call all of my energy back in. Call it back in. If you've taken any classes with me or you've done recalibration sessions, I always say for you to call your energy back in through your heart center and breathe it in. Call it back from your thoughts, call it back from the past, call it back from the future, call it back from phone calls, from drives, from like all of the things. Bring it back in so it's all here and you are completely full of your own energy and you don't have your threads all over the place. So that's going to be a good idea for August and life generally, but we need to ground in. Since April, when I really started doing all of these things virtually and really kind of hit my stride here, the biggest message that I've been getting is to connect with tree energy. That's been really relentless. Like, ground in tree energy, connect with the tree energy. Like, it's almost like we're going to be holding on to these trees and they're going to anchor us into the new earth energy so that we don't fly away in the chaos that's around us. So I believe that still is very much what is happening. So ground into earth energy is very, very vital and important right now. Stay in there. That doesn't mean you have to feel grounded all the time, because certainly you won't. But it means you're not allowing yourself to fly out. Feel your feels, have your emotions, be up and down, but also stay grounded and anchored in, because that is going to allow you to have your feelings and let them move past you instead of allowing them to rip you into different directions and make you feel pretty chaotic. So definitely tapping into that tree energy, and definitely if it resonates with you, look into the Mayan energy. Angie is also a really good one for that, and so is Jen Kelchner. And Jen Kelchner, hi Jen, she's here. Jen is going to be my first guest on my live show next week on Wednesday. So tune in for that. That's going to be really fun, and maybe we'll talk about some Mayan stuff. I'm just basically going to sit her on this velvet couch back here, and which I think we're going to be really good at. So I'm very excited for that. But that was side note, and I will post something about that later so you'll have a reminder. But back to the energies. Grounding down and connecting with this angel energy that's all around you, with your guides who are offering assistance and healing at this time. It's rapid healing right now. So if old stuff is coming up, that's why it's rapid healing. And it's exciting, right? But it's also like, whoo, gonna get some stretch marks. So, okay. All right, friends. Wow. Okay. So I will post these two cards in there. Is there anything else that I need to tell you about this month ahead? I think I'm going to end this by just reminding you about that vision in my dream of the older couple falling in love again with each other and with the earth. Don't forget that image. Find that energy in your life as much as you can. Seek it. Create moments to tap into that. That is going to help everybody, because we need reminders of what that frequency is like. So that's your homework for August, is to tap into that beautiful falling in love with the elements all around you energy, connecting with your fellow humans in that loving space. There's a lot of fear right now, and fear is a very useful emotion if you don't sit in it. Fear is one of those, like, okay, time to move, right? I feel fear before I do something new. You know, whenever I approach a new project and I feel fear about it, I know that it's going to be good, because my ego is like, don't do it, you're going to die. We've never done that before. Here's a million reasons why you're not good enough to do it and why it's going to fail. And I'm like, shut up, I'm jumping in. So fear can be awesome as a catalyst for big change. But fear as a destination is a disaster, okay? Fear destroys, and it paralyzes, and it makes you stuck. So if you are in fear energy, you've got to get out. And the best way to get out of fear energy is to find things that you can feel, smell, see, taste, hear. Get back into your senses, get back into your body. Look around you. It may feel very chaotic when you look at the news, but you probably have the ability to go somewhere very peaceful and connect with nature. If you have that, you need to go and tap into it. So just remember that. Fear is useful when used as a launching point. When it is a destination, it is no good, right? So just remember those things as we move into August. It's big, exciting stuff. It's just exhausting. And I know we're all real tired. It's been a real hell of a 2 years, and 2020 has been, right? So I feel you. But look for the beautiful things. Allow yourself to feel your feels. Find your people who can discuss these things with you so you don't feel like you're crazy, so you don't feel alone. Trust me when I say your people are out there and they want to chat with you. And if you're here, we are your people. So join in the conversation. Join the restoration group on Facebook. Talk. Share your feelings. Share your fears. Share, share, share. Whatever you are feeling, pop it in the group, and I promise you that you will get responses and you will get support and you will get love. Okay? So have a great weekend. I will see you on Monday with the week's energy. And restoration people, our call is Monday at 6 p.m. You're going to get a really fancy email because I've been working on my skills. And welcome to all the new members. I'm super excited to get to know you. We got this. I love you guys. Mwah.